Cancer. The mother. Yemoja. The ocean goddess. Fierce. Terrifying. A sea creature. No. The mother of the sea. All the things in the sea are just her decorations. They're all the jewels that adorn her, the ocean. It can be difficult to be the ocean. It's not always pretty. It's not always easy. It's hard to give so much. And then the minute the water needs to recede, everybody says, oh, wait, but I still need you. And then what happens when the ocean needs? We keep polluting the ocean. We know it won't survive it. We keep doing it. When Cancer needs, what happens? Everybody backs away. Oh no. We can't have that Cancer needing us, right? Like this computer now saying, but I need energy, I need electricity. Me, I need. I'm giving you that glimpse. That's what this energy is all about. Highly sexually charged. The ocean. You go to the ocean for what you want. When women have been praying to Yemoja, people have been praying to Yemoja forever. The one who has so much that she can be generous, but one who is not to be trifled with. And what she needs from you, like what Cancer needs from the people they love, is to be there when they need you. What does she need from you? Devotion. The healing, the love, the motherly everything, it comes at a price. 7 of Cups. So you guys are feeling confused. This energy that I'm bringing forth now, this will help you. And it is how you will round out the month of October, not how you will begin. So if you're looking at this now and saying, oh, well, it's beautiful, but I don't feel anything like this, you will. Oh, I can see the fishnet and the waves and the shells and all of it, but I don't feel like this. I feel like everything is getting on top of me. I feel like this. Okay? I don't feel like a goddess right now. I feel really confused. Knight of Wands, the Empress. I know you feel really confused, but there is energy coming in. It is a revitalizing energy for you. You need this, Cancer. Empress. Number 3 in the Major Arcana. Yasmin, who did my makeup for this, is really big on 3s and did everything in 3s. Elma, who did my hair, this gorgeous hair, Elma, my hairstylist, for Queen of Swords, was also working with the same multiples. So let's look at her. Do we see any similarities? Here, let me make it obvious. Let me do what she's doing. We are getting there. We're getting there. Knight of Swords. Knight of Wands. What's that about? So 7 of Cups is how you've been feeling. It's a general confusion. You know, Cancer can get into this place where all of a sudden they start questioning everything. They go from being pretty settled on something to something rattling you, and then all of a sudden everything is rattled. All of a sudden you don't know where things are on anything. Then your self-worth is up for debate. Then your meaning and purpose of life is up for debate. Then your relationship is up for debate. Then all of a sudden we don't know what we're doing. Then it's, you know, did he even love me a little bit? Did he ever love me? You know, did she ever even care? Or did I get played from the beginning? Was I ever meant to do this work? Or were people just, you know, joking? Was that just a joke? Questioning. Is my life a joke? Is my purpose a joke? Is the way I love this person a joke? Like, is this person literally laughing at me? That's 7 of Cups. That's all of that. That's everything that you guys are doing. Is it going to work? I don't know. Should I invest in this thing? Emotionally, physically? I don't know. 7 of Swords. 7 of Cups. I keep saying swords because I feel like you guys need that sword energy. 7 of Cups. Just confusion. Not feeling like this for sure. Confusion. Being very, very unsure about where... Oh, I only have my ear edge like that when someone's talking about me. It's so funny. The kind of confusion that can only be cleared up, and I was going to say by fire energy, and then the Ace of Wands came out. By fire energy. The kind of confusion where someone has to literally come to you and communicate to you that your worth is vast. And you'll have someone like kind of traipsing into your life who's like, hey, why are you feeling like this? Like, why are you feeling bad? What happened? What? You don't need to feel like this. You're a queen. You're a king. You're supposed to be on top of your thing. You know, Major Arcana comes in to guide you. Major Arcana is like, what are you worried about? Like, we good. We Gucci. Like, I don't understand. Why are you so, like, it's going in the right direction? Why so confused? Maybe confused because this is quite some to handle, right? This is a lot to handle. To go from confused to empress. And the intermediary here being the Knight of Wands. Quite an intermediary. Knight of Wands is someone who is bringing the messages clearly and quite directly. Cancers can be timid and gentle. And directly related information can be almost offensive when it's too direct. I mean, Cancers love being direct yourselves, but that doesn't mean you want your news from others direct, and it certainly doesn't mean that you want your people criticizing you directly. If people are going to criticize you, they should take great care in how they do it. Because although you are able to be very cardinal and really get into people's shit with them, you don't really like it when people do it to you. And that's fine. It's fair. Virgos are the same. It's just about being, you know, you guys, Virgos are highly analytical and Cancers are highly emotional. Both of those are tools used to discern what's going on around us. So your ability to discern what's going on around you by being this kind of filter that everything, you know, that all this energy gets filtered through, that's great. But what happens when you are this filter, when you're a very powerful filter, which makes you great at manifesting, makes you great at a lot of things, but what happens is that filter gets grimy. You get gunk on that filter because all this energy is passing through you all the time. And because it is a very honest filter, you know, the way you're processing that information is emotionally. So emotionally, you're very intelligent and you know, and you can analyze emotions very well. But at the same time, that comes at a price. And the price that you have to pay for that being in touch with your feelings is that you are kind of like a sieve that everything has to pass through energetically, and whatever doesn't agree with your very moral, you know, pretty like traditional values, you know, in terms of how you want to live or how you want to be, anything that doesn't agree with that, or how you think a good person should be, anything that doesn't agree with that gets stuck in your filters like gunk and grime. And once you're all gunky and grimy and your filters are all like full up and they need to be reset or they need to be cleaned out, you can start to feel this way. So this is the Eight of Swords and the Three of Swords. Remember I was saying swords, swords, swords by accident? First I said Knight of Swords, then I said Seven of Swords. It's because I felt this energy coming up for you guys. And I got to tell you, and we already know that the Ace of Wands is already on the table. We're going to talk about that too. I'm going to show you these cards in a second. Now, the other thing is I'm not surprised that those sword cards came up, because the one thing I realized from when we started getting dressed this morning to do this look, I mean, this took a long time. I mean, look at the depth of the mermaid eye. Like, Yasmin really made my eyes look like the ocean, like the moody, stormy ocean, you know. But as soon as we got up this morning, both Elma and Yasmin and myself, we were all in the Cancer fields. We were all in our Cancer energy. We were all emotional. We were all crying. We were all like in this space where Cancers can very easily go to, where they feel completely alone and heartbroken. And like I said, it can be like from 1 minute to the next. It can be because of something small. It can be because of something big. It comes in waves. Like, it's not an easy place as a go-to. It's not easy to have your go-to place when you have anxiety to be the Eight of Swords, Three of Swords energy. But that is where Cancers go, and I feel like you guys have been going there a lot in September. And to avoid turning the Seven of Cups into an Eight of Swords, I think that the only thing that stands in your way here, especially this month, is about self-worth. It's about self-image. It's almost as if all the other things have been like lined up for Cancer. Sorry, it's like goes up my arm like that. It's like all the good things have been lined up, and there's all this opportunity and all these chances that are kind of just waiting in midair, waiting for you to kind of get here and grab this thing. But there is no bridge between those things and the Seven of Cups energy where you are now. There is no bridge between all that opportunity and how you feel about yourself. The bridge doesn't exist through these emotions. This is what stops you. This is what stops you in your tracks and makes you move backwards. Right? It's that fear that keeps you cyclical. And it keeps you from capitalizing on new opportunities. Bottom of the deck so far is the Justice card. And we have 10 of Pentacles, good. 6 of Swords, very good. And Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so let me show you. So first off, we know that first off, oh, I just lost a piece of my costume. Good thing that we were already to this part. All right. Now, let's go over it again and go card by card, okay? Seven of Cups. This energy is coming to an end. We come out of September being like, yes, it was confusing, but we've had some clarity through some messages or through some fire sign energy that's pushed us out of this really emo place and started making us feel excited again. As we're feeling excited, the advice that we're given is to really go with it and push that excitement as far as you can and feel yourself already at the winning finish line. If you can achieve this, if you can go from Seven of Cups to Empress in terms of in your mind, things will go very, very easily. If you can't make this jump very easily, if it is very difficult for you to forget about whatever this is, or however you should be, or however you used to be, and accept that this is where you're going. things will be easier, right? If you accept through whatever kind of lights your fire here that you are really here, and perhaps a lot of the time you sabotage and make yourself believe that you're confused and make yourself believe that you're depressed because it's almost too much to own this Empress title. It's almost asking too much for a non-committal Cancer, non-committal not because you don't like to be in relationships, but non-committal in terms of what they want to give their energy into manifesting. Like that can change, right? So it's like, yeah, I'm confused and I could use this kind of direct energy, but once I get this direct fire sign energy, am I keeping myself confused because this is the alternative and I'll have to own my power and earn my crown and earn my place and kind of, Cancer is like, for being cardinal, you can get stuck when you have to go. When the pressure comes on, you can fold. And so I feel like this is, you want to fold or you feel like folding or you're getting confused, but this energy rushes in that's like, wait a minute, and talks you to your senses, and then you have this Empress moment. Just remember also advice. The Empress moment, the Empress card is not so much informing what's going on as it's saying, okay, now you know what's going on, now you need to do this. So now you know what's going on, and now the way to get out of the Seven Cups energy is to embody this Empress archetype. And who is the Empress? Let's look at the Empress for a second. So we know that the Emperor is the Aries card, but here is this Empress, this earthy number 3, I have everything that I need, I'm good. Here's another number 3. This is a number 3 that has nothing that they need and they are not good. Okay? So, who is the Empress? It's someone who is partnered up, someone who is well respected, someone who has quite some, finances going on. This is who the cards want to see you become. And the only way you get there is that you have to believe it first. 8 of Swords and 3 of Swords. So heavy feeling this energy, Cancer, of like alone with your thoughts, alone with your feelings. Nobody understands your feelings. Nobody understands your thoughts. Isolated, alone. In pain. Right? And then 10 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords. I think what you're going to realize, Cancer, is that if there are being games played here, then moving on is the best thing because there's something so much better waiting for you. If this isn't about some sort of a come up or, right, and you're just feeling like this and you're in your feelings, but you know that people support you, then they'll show you that too. This is a time where you're doing well and you'll get to see what people really, how much they really want to give you instead of how much you want them to give you. All right. So let's see. Now, the 10 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords. So prosperity, love, wealth, marriage, children, elderly people, a whole life, And then the 6 of Swords, having to leave that whole life behind. The 6 of Swords is an interesting energy because we don't like to leave stuff behind, Cancer, do we? especially not when we have big dreams for that person and for us with that person. But I think it's necessary that you use this Six of Swords energy to like cleanse your palate and get ready for this. Right? Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. This energy, like with all this stuff on my head and the seashells and everything, it's getting to me, you guys. I can feel it. Like, I don't even know what I'm saying. It's just coming out of me. Like, I can feel it. Like, it's very strong. It's very strong. The seashells are starting to fall out of my head. Like, all of it is very strong. So, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You know, it's like this Yemoja, I get it. It's like it wants to give. It wants to give to you. You need room to accept and have the give. You need room. This takes up room. This takes up room. Right? This, the universe wants to give you. Now it's just kind of up to whether or not you can leave whatever version you thought it had to be behind and see that that person or that option or that situation wasn't the end all be all of it. All right. Well, this is it, you guys. There's several ways that I could have read these cards, but this is the most obvious way to me. You are here, like I am in your reading. You're right there. You're going from your confusion through messaging and through aggressive, behavior to this place of really feeling yourself. And the Eight of Swords is where, in the whirlpool Cancer goes, in the maelstrom, and they pull everyone in with them when they feel, like this. And this is a heavy energy. And if you're dealing with a fire sign or an earth sign and you're feeling this way and in your feelings and feeling lonely and feeling rejected, relax. Those people are working. They have stuff to do. But they're working towards a beautiful future. You need this to happen the way it's happening, but you also need to realize that you're coming out of the month a totally new, kind of like revitalized person with way new opportunities. Because you're realizing this about yourself and you're realizing how it affects everything. All right, so there, Cancer. Oh, that got moved around a little bit, sorry. There is your Halloween, October, Yemoja reading. Here we are, back again. The reading is kind of disjointed because all this stuff is giving me all kinds of vibes. The minute they started putting the seashells and stuff in my hair, I was like, whoa. When she put the highlight out, I was like, whoa. And the freckle, all of it, like waves of it, where like I know these cards, I feel these cards, like I know what this is. This is like the cards being like, you've got to let go. We keep talking about it, but you gotta let go, because the more you're not letting go, the more you're dragging yourself into this. I told you, swords. Before any swords came up, I was like, swords. You need a sword. You need to cut this stuff. There's so many opportunities on the outside of this. So much coming up after this. So much. but this has to happen first. And this is directly related to what you thought you were going to have, what you think you can't be. None of it is true. What you're not allowed to do, what will make you feel even more isolated and even more wrong, because then you won't even have that person. That's not how it works. You have to do this first before the universe can reward you with all the things that it wants to give you, all the abundance, all your prayers answered, all this like come to me for what you want. I'm, Cancer, mother, goddess, like, this is the Yemoja energy. Like, what do you want? I will give it to you. What do you want? You have to say what you want. Do you have empty space in your life to have what you want? Did you clear out some stuff? Did you leave some stuff behind? Did you leave some people behind? How am I supposed to give this to you? How am I supposed to get this to you? You want this stuff, and you're a Cancer, and you're tapping into your female Cancerian oceanic, goddess of the ocean energy, and it wants to give it to you. But how can this stuff be given to you? How can this stuff be given to you when you all the way full of all this? We need to be able to mitigate this. We need to be able to do something with this energy. We need to be able to, because if you don't work with that energy, how can you have this? That energy needs to be left behind. You look at the Eight of Swords, you look at the Three of Swords, you compile them, you take what's necessary, you leave what's not, you make room, boom. And what are all these swords about? What are all these swords? What are all these things you can't deal with? What are all these things that are making you feel this way? Oh, just what you thought you'd have by now, what you should have by now, what you had, but you lost it, but you had it, but it was a lie. All of it. And what I'm saying is, regardless of how you get there, we're here. Regardless of what brought you to the point where you be feeling like this, here we are. You are feeling like this. So in an effort to take the confusion, the pain, the isolation, everything, and turn it into some really good positive opportunities, the thinking you have to have in the spirit of wanting this, right? The thinking you have to have is, what you ask for requires something to be taken from you. You never ask for something without having to give anything. Nothing, there's no free lunch, right? There is no, like, even when you go to the goddess and you ask for things, and you ask for love, or for, someone to love you, or for someone to stop loving you, or for someone, you want to forget about someone, or you can't go on day by day thinking you can't be with that person. When you take these problems to this, Yemoja energy, to this archetype, what the interplay then that happens between you and it is, okay, I will do this for you, but I require this sort of devotion. I require you to burn this kind of candle and bring this kind of sweets and this kind of... So you want to be out of this energy, and I feel you. And you want to give this energy over, but this is a give and take. You want to give this energy over, and you also want these great things. But there is a huge disconnect in you where you don't realize that this keeps this from happening. This blocks your blessings. Let me say it again. This blocks your blessings. Like these. All right. So we're going to go into the extended. We're going to do that. I'm actually thinking that I'm going to do the extended right now while I'm in this energy, although I waited on doing the Scorpio extended till later because the Shiva energy was so strong in the Shiva getup that I was like, but I feel like I should do this now. So the extendeds will be up on the website. You just click through to the website and you can access it there, and it's for all countries. So we'll go into that right now. Thank you so much for the inspiration for this look. Thank you all of you who Instagram lived us and wanted to be in on this with us. You already know Elma that does my hair. I'll leave her info. I'll leave Yasmin's information. The makeup is flawless. I'm so happy. Oops, sorry. Sorry, Yasmin. Now I have jewels in my hair. The makeup is flawless, and now I have like a makeup artist in New York that I adore and trust with my face because she really did that. She really knows what's going on. I mean, look at the nose contour. Gold brown lip, all of it. And then of course we know that Elma just be killing it. So I'm so happy to be doing these looks, and honestly this look is so incredibly powerful. Like I don't know what to do with myself. Like I'm just like, ooh, you know, I highly recommend it as a Halloween look for a Cancer. Oh, there it is. There's my little jewel. Pop that back on there. Yay. Okay, I did that wrong. But anyway, all right, people. I love you guys. I'm so happy about this look. I hope you guys loved it as much as I did. It's a good reading. It's just a little hard because I think when the cards have to repeat themselves a lot, they can be a little harsh. So we'll go into the extended right now. Again, that's on the website, so check it out. It's going to be cool. No country restrictions of any kind. I love it. I love it so much. I hope you guys liked it. I'll see you in November.